So first of all, happy Friday. Excited to have you here. For those of you who are tuning in and don't know what's going on, my name is Shakira Two Times, and this is a pop-up shop, an extension of the Taco Tuesday podcast. If you like our faces here, if you like what you see here today, then you'll love the podcast. Bree is like one of the founding mothers, not fathers, of the podcast. So make sure you tune in, into it every week. And we also have a YouTube channel now, so make sure you check that out. But let's get into it. I've got an intro for you. This is one of my, I'm very
my gosh, I'm so excited. I feel so legit right now.
Oh.
I feel like a celebrity.
Yeah, good. So, right here is a creative. The definition of a creative. You look up creative, you're going to see Bree Mei-Li. This young lady is an actress. She is an entrepreneur. She is a chef. She is a videographer, a photographer, a director, a producer, a former tour guide. And on top of all this, she wants to be vegan, which y'all, I that's a whole nother craft in itself. So I'm very, very excited to have you here today. These comments are blowing up. You got real friends.
I really can't right now. I'm so scatterbrained, so I'm like.
Ryan said you can stand behind you. I'm dead. But I'm happy.
Haters.
I'm very excited.
You know you popping when you got haters, but yeah.
Period. So I'm very excited to have you here. I love the girl power, the black girl magic. So let's get into it. So as I said before, you do a lot of things. You're one of the few, I haven't lived in LA for too long, but you're one of the few people from California natives that I know, and who's actually normal, because a lot of California natives are. But the reason I bring that up is because I think it's important to note that you probably were birthed into the surroundings of this industry, right? Like you live in one of the biggest entertainment capitals of the world, and you've just grasped all of those different things in entertainment. So at what point in your life did you know that you wanted to be a creative and because I can't even put you
entertainer?
Yes, an entertainer.
So I realized when I was 13 and I got really irritated when I was in a musical, a Christmas musical called Miracle on Bethlehem Street, because my, I was going to say coworkers, my classmates didn't take it seriously. And I knew every part. I knew every dance number. I knew every note. And I was in the background just watching everybody. I'm like, y'all are messing up this production. But I was 13. I just realized then, I'm like, wow, this is something I need to do, because I just feel so passionately about other people not doing it, right? So it kind of clicked then. But yeah.
Okay, I love that. So it's been, we never share a woman's age, it doesn't matter, but it's been, quite some time since you've known that you wanted to be an entertainer. So that's really cool. Did it end up turning out good, or was it kind of like a shit show and you had to save?
I would like to think it came out good. I got a lot of accolades for it, but I felt like my solo could have done better. It could have been better, but it is what it is. I learned what I wanted to do from that experience, and I'm like, you know what? I want to be an actress.
Right.
I can do it right.
Right. And that you're a perfectionist, like we all are. So I get that and I understand that. So I think you answered my next question, because you said, I want to be an actor. But of all the amazing things that you do, what art do you feel most passionate about, and why?
Yeah. So yeah, I love editing. I love doing photography. I love so many things, but I have to say acting, because I could do anything within that realm. Because if you guys know me, it's always something new with me. Like at the beginning of quarantine, I was all into astrology for 3 months. That's always, I've been like that all my life. Even now, I'm like, something new, battle rap. Who would have known?
Pause. You're doing battle rap now?
No, I just watch it. I'm just so passionate about it. But it's just my passions go from, it's always something. Yeah. And with acting, I wanted to be an astronaut one time, and I'm like, wow, I can play an astronaut. I can tap into different facets of myself and really just feel expansive, because I don't feel limited for that reason. So mostly acting, because that's the career that I feel more like I can be, I just feel like a superpower, like a superhero.
And get paid for it.
Exactly.
So you to date, since you were 13 and you guys did that play, what has been your favorite project acting wise?
Oh my gosh. Oh, there's so many. I guess I did this show called The Introverted Files when I was in college, and I really just took my experience of being just soft spoken and put it into a show, and that was just so cathartic. I hope I'm using that word right. And I just felt like, wow, like my experience of me being myself is so valid because I can create art from that. And that really just drove me, because I was just so disheartened with like my theater program because I wasn't getting the roles, because I didn't fit the description, and it really like messed up with my just who I was. I just felt so unworthy of being myself, because I'm like, dang, I want to be an actress, but nobody else can see me as that. But doing that show really tapped into a different part of myself, and I'm like, wow, everything that I went through can be art. So definitely the Introverted Files.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
I was gonna say,
I
girl,
can ramble.
crazy.
Please cut me off if I'm rambling.
No, you're good. Your fans crazy comments. Somebody, you didn't say hi to him, and he's japping on you. So make sure.
Wait, who? I really can't see, guys. You know I'm blind. I wear glasses, so.
Here's the text leaning on a roll of toilet paper, but lavish_T2 said, I said, what's up, Bree? And Ryan.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Tavares.
Yeah, and Ryan for you. So.
Hey, Davo, I see you.
See, she sees you. She hasn't. She's good. So second thing I was just gonna say, like, we need to. I feel like Sweetie needs to sponsor us, because you said tap in so many times, and you just make me want to sing the song. Shout out to Sweetie. That's really cool. I think that I like what you said about quarantine, because I think it's forced a lot of us to rethink what our purpose is, what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, and just who we are as people. Girl, I know I've had to do the same, so I really like that. And then I haven't known you for that long, so for you to say that, like, you always have kind of like a new thing that you're into, I didn't know that, which is pretty cool. Yeah. But I hope you still stick to the horoscope thing, because I have some questions for you. So
of course, I got you. I studied it like 3 months straight, like no life, Bree.
Yeah, right. There's
just astrology.
Right. There's nothing else. Like, why not? So speaking of this 2020, this pandemic that has just like changed all of our lives drastically. I think, in my opinion, during this pandemic, when I think of people I know personally that have been pretty consistent, you come to mind. So how in the world, how you've been able to like roll with the punches and just keep the consistency going and keep the brainstorming, like you still always have new ideas, new projects. How do you do that without losing your marbles?
Mm-hmm. Right. So the thing with quarantine, I've always been like a hustler, like ever since I graduated from college. I've always was like just in this hustle mindset. Like I always had like 2 or 3 jobs at a time. And even like these past 2 years, I was at Warner Brothers and I was a nanny. I was working 7 days a week. So I didn't have any time to myself. Mm-hmm. So with the quarantine that happened, it really like, I know it's like trying to stay consistent and like always having ideas and having the idea that type of like, let me see. I'm trying to figure out where I'm trying to go at with that. So with that idea of consistency, I kind of like struggled with tying those two, hustling and consistency, together. And I had to really take a step back and really reevaluate myself and my hustling mentality, because I really didn't, me putting my energy always on different things outside of myself really knocked who I was off of equilibrium. So with quarantine, instead of like me being consistent with myself, I was, well, with outer projects, I was being consistent with myself. So being like doing more meditating, looking at my shadows, looking at my limiting beliefs, and like, you know what, because with the artist, you really have to know who you are. Well, kind of know who yourself, because I think all of life, you're always discovering new parts of yourself, but just getting an idea of that. And I want to say that in itself, being able to connect with yourself at a deeper level is going to help. Well, I believe is going to help me be able to be more creative, like tap into those deeper depths of my creativity. So I think that just committing to myself is basically what you need to do as an artist. And I think I answered your question. Wait, I'm asking if I answered your question.
You definitely did.
Okay, cool.
Because you're right, it starts with you. And you could be, you could wear 1,000 different hats like you do, but your biggest brand is always going to be yourself. So
right.
Smart and important, because you can't really be successful in other endeavors if you don't know who you are. But I think that it's really important before, catapulting into those different endeavors and things that you do. It's really important that you know who you are. So that is good. And you're right. We're constantly changing. Like, that's the fun of it all. If you don't change, if you stay consistent, that's boring, and you probably won't succeed the way you want to. So yes, right. You do. My next question. Currently, I know are managing, and you can get into like your specific role with Broke Entertainment. Shout out to Broke Entertainment. You guys need to follow them. They are hilarious, creative.
Yes.
All the works. I need to be featured on a video. I'm waiting, but they haven't asked me.
Of course.
But currently you are managing Broke Entertainment, your cooking show, Taco Tuesday podcast. You have a lot. Do you have a favorite project out of the three?
Oh man, that's like asking me like if I like my birthday or Christmas more, and of course it's my birthday. Okay, I'm kidding.
But we'll get into that too, but go ahead.
I can't say that I do have a favorite, because it's like different parts of myself that I'm exploring in every role. So each of those roles are fulfilling for me, because I mean, I'll just leave it at that. I mean, I could go into detail, but I love each role I have.
Look, and you got people comments on your ass like, you better answer correctly. But no, that's good.
I went through publicity training. Right.
No, and sense, like, when you ask a parent, like, who's your favorite kid, you're not supposed to give an answer. Like, they're all these. So that is a good answer. Taco Tuesday podcast said, good answer. We love it.
Yeah. Good answer. Family Feud.
Segue. You mentioned, when is your birthday? When's your date of birth, ma'am?
Oh, next Thursday.
So that
is November 19th.
So you guys, as a birthday gift to Bree, if you're watching this and you don't currently follow her, follow her.
Oh my gosh, I'm so shy. Okay.
It's phenomenal. So follow her at Bree Mei-Li. Make sure you do that. Also follow Taco Tuesday podcast, because it's also content. So she's a Scorpio, so I really should have declined this interview, to be honest. Just
what?
Girl. But we're gonna continue on the interview. No Scorpio slander until next month. Speaking of project and your cooking show, I keep saying the cooking and the vegan part, because girl, like I've tried to cut out red meat. I'm doing all right with that, but I could never see myself living a life with no meat. So I have to ask you, how do you manage creating an entire show with these recipes that don't require like dairy products, meat, all that stuff? How do you continue to find recipes of things that actually look and taste good? Like, just explain your whole vegan journey.
Right. So I was, hey Trell. So I was one of those vegans. I went vegan like, I think my last year in college, and I was like one of those vegans people hated, like judgmental, like, you guys are destroying the environment, like get out of my way, and like that type. And I'm like, I take full accountability. I knew how I was. I got in a lot of arguments. It is what it is. But with my show, the idea behind that is like, it's not hard to go plant-based at all. Like, especially living in a no, like, it's not even like you don't have to make that a main staple in your diet, but at least incorporating one meatless meal in the week, because that can do so much for you internally and the environment as well. So with my recipes, I'm a Pinterest advocate. I stroll through Pinterest. I'm like, oh, this looks good. And with my cooking show, it's almost always me cooking it for the first time. So I always look goofy up there, because I'm like, it's really authentically me. That's what makes it more like relatable. Because even with, I think there's just a disconnect with like eating plant-based, because media makes it think like it's so hard. And like, no, like if you like eat a burrito with no meat in it, look, you're plant-based. Take out the cheese.
Cheese. So y'all, if you are just tuning in, Bree Mei-Li just said that it's easy to have a meatless diet, to have a plant-based diet. How do you live with cheese? Like, I don't like. I could.
There's a lot of plant-based alternative cheeses out there. Spread there's some cheddar. So there's some mozzarella.
So just
and they're just versions of it. If you go to the grocery store, like, it's just blown out. It wasn't like this like when I first started, and now it's hard. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm reading these comments. It's not hard. Trell, you just messed me up. And I do not look like this girl from the Umbrella Academy. Get out of here, Ryan.
I haven't seen. I don't really watch.
It's good. I like Umbrella Academy, but going back to your thing, no, it's really the basis of the show is making it easy for you. I pick easy recipes that anybody can do really quickly. So just to inspire. Honestly, my show is just inspiring you to eat at least something plant-based instead of like meat all the time, because it could get really heavy.
I can alternate because I am trying to lose this quarantine 12. It's not 15.
Oh man.
Pounds,
when I started eating more vegetables and fruits, I lost like all my little flub.
Okay, noted. Good to know. And tell the people the name of your talk show and where they can watch it.
It's called Chef Bree Mei-Li on YouTube. Please go check it out.
Yes.
Leave a like and a comment.
As a birthday, and also she has some really dope recipes on there. So, and I'm a carnivore, but she has some dope recipes on there. I'll give it to her. Oh, I had another question about being vegan. So a lot of people, the biggest thing about that and having a healthier lifestyle is that it's expensive. So how do you ball on a budget and be plant-based at the same time? Give us the
I'm an avid coupon user. I download the Ralph's app, and I think Kroger has one for my East Coast family. And I just go through there and I tap everything in there. And then whatever I have, that's everything in my coupon little list. I then look on Pinterest and then compare the two. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make something with that. You got to have like some type of strategy, especially when you live off food stamps.
I was just going to yes, ma'am. We're not. Okay, LA's expensive. All right.
Yes.
Speaking of a budget and food stamps, let's talk entertainment. So give us a little summary of what that company is and what you guys do.
Yeah, so Broke Energy Entertainment is a minority-led entertainment company that I co-founded with Janice. We met at Brothers, and we just started making parody videos that took off, and we're like, oh wow, we're actually funny. So we're in this process right now. We are rebranding ourselves to be even bigger and better. The acronym Broke, because I get a lot of pushback with the word that we use, Broke Energy. We are playing on that word because with the, oh my gosh, my mom, with the entertainment industry, we always have this idea, especially with artists, we have to always have something in order to do something. With myself in particular, I wanted to get out of that mindset. Like, no, everything I ever need is right here in this body, right? My vessel. Broke Energy is all about resourcefulness. It stands for Breaking Rules Oozes Creative Expansion. So, definitely, huh?
I didn't know it was an acronym.
Huh? Yes.
Oh, gosh.
We out here.
Say that one more time. People in the back.
Oh, Breaking Rules Oozes Creative Expansion.
Y'all are just
/ expression.
Love it.
So follow us on Facebook. We are about to come out with new content. We're exploring more long form content. We are known for our short form, but I'm excited to go long form now.
Perfect. That is very exciting. Okay, so what can we expect from Bree Mei-Li in the near future? All your projects and your endeavors.
Yeah, right now I'm focusing on really tapping into my creativity. I've always been scared of writing, so right now I am writing some scripts. Honestly, brain fog. No, I'm really putting on my inner. Mama, I'm doing an interview right now.
Featuring Mama Bree.
Oh my God. Can you hear her?
Yes, girl, now I'm talking to me. Yes, I'm sorry, girl, I'm doing a live. 1 second. So ghetto. Love it. This is hilarious. But yes, do you ever see your projects collaborating at all? Like, can we expect maybe Chef Bree Mei-Li on a vodcast of Taco Tuesday, or can we
Oh my
get, like, how can we morph it all together? Do you plan on collaborating?
Yes, of course. Like I know I'm executive producer Taco Tuesday. You know, Taco Tuesday is all about putting people on. So if I'm on a podcast that put people on, of course I'm gonna put my own self on. So um yeah, definitely these collaborations are gonna be coming in 2021, honey.
Exactly.
No, but shit but
Some of my
oh,
many joining. Make sure you follow this young lady. She is a creative. Like I said, she does so much. And I forgot. There's a couple things I forgot, but
oh wait, I had one more thing to say. I forgot. I want to shout out Kino, Trell, Davo, Janice. We're in this new show called The Real Drama and Hip Hop of Hollywood that's coming out in December. The trailer is on Davo's page, but I also have it on my story. So I'm so excited for that to come out as well.
y'all follow her. She has literally so many different things going on. So besides the executive producing, the directing, the acting, the now writing, the cooking, the editing, she also has a hidden talent. I'm about to put you on blast, Bree.
Oh my
So
God.
time I saw Bree in person, she took it upon herself to show me some choreo to the hit song Pop. And so I really think, if you guys agree with me, I really think that eventually in one of her platforms, she needs to show us like the live choreo. So Bree, something that you can do for us in the near future.
Of course. Where y'all want me to put it at?
Listen,
Should I, when this video drops, I'll put a little clip of me doing
yeah,
the box dance.
you guys follow her at Bree Mei-Li to see all of her endeavors. Follow Taco Tuesday, follow Broke Energy Entertainment, follow everything. She is an up and coming star for sure, and clearly they want to see this dance video. Make sure you guys follow her so you can see that. I told her I would do it with her, but I can't hit the split. We'll just she's great at editing, so we'll edit it to make it look like splits. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. Thank you so much, Bree Mei-Li. I had a great time. Again, this is Shakira 2 times with the Pop-Up Shop. Bye.
Bye, guys.